What's up, everybody? Welcome to DCUO Commentary. I'm bringing you a bit of a different video than I usually have in the past here. Not so much talking about the game, but more talking about the community. More specifically, talking about the PvP community in the game. I know there's a lot of people out there, especially a lot of you guys that have been following me for a while, who have been wanting to join the replacements, so wanting to get into a good league. And my biggest suggestion to you guys is, instead of trying to get into a good league and all that, try and put together a good league of your own, um, and build and work up a chemistry with the people in your own league in order to, become your own beasts. As I said in a previous video of mine. Um, but here's the thing, at the same time, if you've got a league, and you've got really good players in it, you got to be willing to, you know, grow that league a little bit. Build off of what you've got a strong basis of. I mean that's the next step that you got to take. In order to have not just a really good league and a good strong league and all that's good PvP or PvE, but also make sure that it lasts, because I mean players come and go. In all honesty, this game, any MMO, it's my understanding, players come and go, and you're gonna have times when you're gonna have players who are going to basically quit. They'll either leave, they'll go move on to other games, or they're gonna take long breaks. I know my buddy SSJ Carlos here. Dude takes a break like every month. It's frustrating as hell for me because I really like playing the game with him and all that. It's my boy. I've been playing this game with him for almost 2 years now. Um, and it's just kind of frustrating that, whenever he takes a break like that. But, in order to, you know, keep that from being able to uh, stop you, or keep you from being able to play the game and all that, you got to expand your circle of friends, basically. Expand your leagues some. And that's the issue we've come up here now with PvP. Especially the PvP community. People wanting to run competitive PvP, especially me right now. I'm wanting to get back into it. I'm wanting to hit it hard and everything. There's some people out there that need my boot up their ass, and I want to deliver it to them as quickly as possible. But the problem is, you've got people out there that are basically, they're not willing to expand their leagues. You've got, you'll have a couple of leagues out there. And I'm, not to put them out on Front Street or anything, but One Piece. One Piece is a perfect example of this. Um, you guys are some of the best PvPers in this game that I know on the villain side. I mean, you guys got the strongest fives group that I know on this game. You guys only queue up once a week. What's the point in so you can't sit there and say that you're the best, or you got the best fives group if you only queue up once a week to PvP. I mean, that's not being competitive. That's being elitist. All right, and I understand. You guys got this little system and everything like that. You'd rather win every match than lose one here or there. But that's no fun. I mean, how are you guys having any fun with that? I mean, it doesn't make sense. Like I said, I wasn't trying to put you guys on Front Street or anything like that, but that's how I feel, and I know I'm not the only one. Now, here in the replacements, I mean, a lot of people have been asking me if they can join. Recruitment's shut down. I don't even recruit anybody in. I don't invite anybody in this league anymore. If anybody gets invited in, it's it's either it's one of the leaders that are inviting them in. It's not me. Um, and replacements has gotten pretty big though. It's gotten up to a good size, and we've got at least, I'd say, probably around 8 to 10 people active every night on the game, and still getting over this cold, so I'm muting my mic so y'all don't hear me cough. But we got 8 to 10 people on. We've almost consistently have at least one fives group every night. Looking to sync up fives. Half the time, though, it seems like we've got to do league versus league in order for us to have any competitive PvP matches in fives. I mean, fortunately, the other night we were able to get into a couple of matches with One Up here, synced up queues with them, But then we ended up doing a league versus league later that night because nobody else was thinking fives. Um, Last night, actually tonight rather, um, well tonight as I record this, last night when you guys are watching this, uh, we had about probably shoot there was probably about 12 people on last night. I think we had a couple of fives groups going early in the evening. I wasn't in one of them, unfortunately. I didn't quite, get in there yet. I don't know, but we ended up getting more people on. A couple of people logged off, and all that. I was able to get into a fives group. Did a couple of queues against another league, which I'll show you guys a video of probably tomorrow. And but I mean, that's it. I mean, it takes. I don't understand why it takes so much to get groups together. I mean, expand your leagues. I understand you guys have got a set group and all that you like to PvP with, but the only way this PvP community is going to grow is by bringing in new people, teaching them, bringing them up, getting them up to speed with the way, that we do competitive PvP. And then, you'll be able to run groups. I mean, I've been doing a lot of fives with Carlos lately, Carlos and BC. And I can't, I don't think I've PvP with the same five people every night. I almost guarantee you that. I know for a fact Carlos, especially over the weekend when I was working with queuing up with all my subscribers and everything, that I know for a fact he was queuing up fives, and he was putting together groups. People from the league, people from outside the league. He didn't care. He was just wanting to get a fives group together and queue up. Where are the rest of y'all at? I mean, I know I kind of called out One Piece and all that, but you guys are the top. You guys are the ones we want to beat. And it's not just your league name. I mean, I'd like to be in a group that beats that elite five that you got. But I mean, at the same time, you can't consider yourselves, and not just One Piece, but any of the other leagues out there. You can't just consider yourselves competitive PvP leagues if you only queue up once a week. For fives, or you wait until 3 o'clock in the freaking morning to do it when like nobody else can get on and or nobody else has a fives group to put together. It's ridiculous. Um, but I mean, and also you got there's other things too that really upset me. I mean, all right, put it all out there right there about meta justice. Everybody's asked me about meta justice, and there's some people out there that think they know what happened with meta justice. Bottom line, our two top trollers that we had in meta justice, they left. All right, they quit the game. They quit playing the game for their own reasons. And, I ain't got no hard feelings to them. They're both still my boys. Dance Hall Kane, Necron. Love you guys both. Wish you hadn't left, but I don't hold nothing against y'all, and you all know that. Hoping you guys decide to come back someday, hopefully. I don't know. We'll see. But I mean, both those guys leaving, that hurt us. That hurt us really bad. And trying to get another controller up to be able to fill their shoes, it was hard. It was really hard. And it got to the point where we were in the same shoes that leagues like some of these other leagues are, where we'd only be able to have our best fives group, a good fives group for once every week or so, once or twice a week. It was getting really frustrating, and what it boiled down to was Carlos decided he made his own personal choice. He wanted to be able to get into regular groups for competitive PvP, and he went and he joined the replacements. And it took about a week of me trying to figure out what I was going to do. Me and Mr. E both were trying to figure out what we were going to do. And after about a week of trying to either figure out either trying to get people brought up and up to speed and all that with competitive PvP, or looking at doing a possible merge with another league, we decided, I was like, you know what? My boy Carlos is over there in replacements. He's got spots saved up for us over there. let's go. Let's just go ahead and just move on over there. And that's what we ended up doing. It wasn't, you know, something I was, you know, really thrilled on doing. You know, I mean, Meta Justice has been my baby. You know, that we'd had it for about a year. You know, and we had been really strong for a long time. You know, we were one of the top leagues for a very long time. But I mean, that's what we ended up doing. Why? Just so we could keep competitive, stay, you know, in competitive PvP. And that, I mean, and we did. That's what happened. I mean, granted, you know, I hadn't been doing much competitive PvP. I had a little bit of falling out with the PvP community, to be honest with you, because I didn't like the way some of them were operating. Flat out, I'm going to tell you guys straight up. Reason why, you know, league like the replacements, as a matter, you know, for instance here, the reason why replacements still going strong is because they were willing to expand out. I mean, I mean, replacements has gotten kind of big, but we've got some very good, strong PvPers in this league. So, I mean, that's what you guys need to do. You guys need to, you know, expand, you know, bring up people, teach them the ropes, show them the ropes and all that, teach them what they need to know and everything. Because all that's going to end up happening is either you guys are going to become irrelevant and nobody's going to care about you anymore, no matter how good your fives group is. If you only queue up one night out of the week, nobody's going to care about that anymore. Nobody's going to care because, you know, we're going to be looking to have more fun matches against other leagues who are putting in the effort to sync fives every night, like one up here. Other leagues coming up too that I've seen and everything. So that's the next step, though, for you guys if you guys want to have a good, strong league. All right, is be willing to expand it, be willing to invite new people in, show them the ropes, teach them, you know, help them out with their loadouts, help them out with their gear, help them out building that chemistry. Because I'll tell you what, by the time some of these other leagues get their act together, all right, and are getting into the queuing up and syncing fives on a more regular basis, we're going to be, here, us in replacements, we're going to be able to take people, mix everybody up, and everybody's going to have a very good chemistry, and be able to beat y'all. And no matter who it is, you know, that's just the way it is. I mean, I grouped up with Smoke, Carlos, Upper Hand, and Blazing Guns here. That's Revamp and Beastie on their alts. Next night, you know, it was me, Carlos, and three completely different people. You know, and one of them we even swapped out trollers later into the night. So it's not that hard. It's not that hard. You guys got to be willing to put in the effort. You got to be willing to take a loss too. That's another thing too. I mean, seriously. I mean, if you guys can't stand getting your egos bruised a little bit by taking a loss, just because, you know, maybe, you know, your healer wasn't, you know, up to speed, you know, or your healer was new to the league and everything like that. You guys didn't quite have the chemistry. So what? Come on. You know, we're doing this for fun. When we're doing it for competitiveness, I mean, there's being competitive, and there's being just a little douchebag, you know, who's afraid to lose. All right. I mean, that's basically what it boils down to. So, I mean, I'm calling you all out. Every single one of you guys that I see talking in the 5v5 chat and not getting the fives group together to sync up, you know, that night, I'm calling you all out. Seriously. You want to have a good, strong league? After you get your people together and you build up that chemistry, expand it a little bit. And, you know, bring in 4 new members. Maybe even 5 new members. All right? Mix up your groups a little bit. Teach them the ropes. Show them, you know, how it's done. Show them, you know, what you guys do and everything to build up that chemistry. And then keep mixing it up. Then expand a little bit more, maybe. Invite some more people in. That's how you get yourselves not just having a strong group of people who are in a league, but that's how you get a strong league. All right, an actual league of people. You get 10, 15, maybe 20 people who, no matter who you group them up with, they're going to be able to go into fives against other pre-mades and just run ragged over them. I don't know what else I can say about it. You know, I mean, people say, you know, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about a lot, but I mean, can you, any of you really argue with me on this? I know there's a lot of people that are going to agree with me in the PvP community on this. I know there's a lot of people that are going to agree with me on this. There's going to be some of y'all who are just going to disagree with me just because you're haters, just because you don't like the fact that I'm right sometimes. All right, that's just the way it is, though, guys. I mean, if you want to be competitive, you want to be relevant. That's what you got to do. That's what you got to do. Anyways, I'm curious what some of you guys who are really strong, you know, interested in PvP think. Not just the main PvP community I was talking about, but all my subscribers out there. I'm curious what you guys think as well. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you liked the video, please do so by giving it a thumbs up. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe. Until next time, you guys all take care. Bye.